Frank, what did you see that shifted in that third quarter, and how was it trying to get that back as the second half went on?
Yeah, I just think they played a better basketball game, and credit the Raptors. They were terrific tonight. They're the guys that they had starting the game played well, but there are guys coming off the bench with opportunities to play that don't normally get. They made the best of them. Those guys shot 18 for 29 and really hurt us. During that stretch in particular, I think we didn't take great shots, or we turned the basketball over and they got out on the break.
Frank, not sure your transition defense has been exploited like that yet. Was that just kind of the Raptors being active, or did you see some maybe guys not came back?
Yeah, they're the best, fastest team in the league. Fast break points per game. We knew that coming in. We knew we had to execute offensively, and when we didn't, it was going to be a run out that we couldn't recover from. And we've been showing great effort in transition defense and getting back in sprints and trying to make recovery plays, but that wasn't always there for us tonight, and it cost us.
Frank, you had mentioned earlier that the Raptors had some guys playing tonight that typically don't because of injuries. On short notice, can that be difficult in some ways to prep for, just when you don't have a real template for how they play?
It can be, and like I said, credit those guys for stepping up and playing a really, really good basketball game. It's a different challenge, not one that we can't overcome, one that we shouldn't overcome. But like I said, you credit the Raptors; those guys came in, played terrific off the bench in their minutes, and sometimes that's the way the game goes.
Coach, Siakam has the complete offensive package. He can handle the ball, shoot from the three, and solid on post. How do you guys feel you did on really trying to slow him down before he gets too hot?
Yeah, we did a decent job on him. We forced him to a low shooting percentage and under his average, and only 4 assists. It wasn't like he was finding shooters all over the court. But we contested his threes, 1 for 8. But ultimately he got the win, so we didn't do a good enough job on him.
Frank, you mentioned some of the offense and then obviously the transition defense. What's the relationship between those two in terms of the offensive execution and performing in that way?
What is the relationship?
Just with offensive execution and then being able to protect against the transition problems defensively.
Right. Well, there's 2 types of transition. One where you get a good shot and either make it or have good floor balance, where you have a chance, or possessions where you don't take a good shot or you turn the basketball over where you typically don't have a chance. And, we just had a few too many possessions where we didn't execute well enough offensively and led the runouts.
Frank, what did you make of Kyle Kuzma's night tonight, and where did you see him struggling, especially early? Yeah,
well, he's still finding his way. You know what I mean? Just offensively, within our system, where his shots are going to come, and playing the game the right way, being assertive but not too assertive, and then defensively within our coverages. And he's been pretty good defensively. Up to tonight, had some good stretches tonight, but he's still in the process of getting his legs under him, getting his rhythm and timing on both ends of the floor.
Frank, did you see things tonight that worried you? Can you write this off as, hey, just a great game by Toronto and, get back to where you'd been?
Yeah, we saw that Toronto's a really good team. That's all we talked about all day. They're a next man up program, a championship program with the way they play. And you saw it last year when Kawhi was out. They had a really positive record. We knew with guys out tonight they were going to play well, and they did. So credit the Raptors.
Frank, all winning streaks come to an end one way or another. Is this sort of a moment you prepared for? Not that you prepared for it tonight, but have you thought about what you're going to say to your team after a loss like this?
Nope. Really just stay in the moment, and whatever happens after each game, we remove the result from our process of building habits, and we go back tomorrow and we teach and we try to get better. So, I really wasn't, locked into the winning streak or when it would end or anything like that. Just stay locked into the process.
There was an instance in the third quarter where AD had that block and he winced with the shoulder. I'm just curious what the status of that is. Is that something you guys are really actively monitoring? Have you been close to trying to get him a night off at any point, or just what's going on with the shoulder?
He's been fine with the shoulder. Obviously, we saw that play. The medical team didn't feel like he needed to come out, and I haven't gotten any update further than that. So, we'll let you know tomorrow.
Frank, I spoke with Rondo earlier. He says he feels great, but when do you expect to see him there in the lineup?
Hopefully soon. He's day to day. He's picking up his activity, and with each day that he picks up his activity, we got to make sure that there's not pain and soreness after that enhanced work, and then then it's about making sure that he's in the right condition. By playing 5-on-5 full court as much as we can. And then I'll be ready. But
you guys had that 8-point lead at halftime. Did you see a difference between the way that you played in the second half, or did you see just Toronto pick it up?
We scored, I think, like 18 points in the third quarter. We gotta get our offense clicking. They killed us in transition. We had some good looks. We missed shots. They had some big plays. But we gotta be able to score the basketball a little bit more. Just for nights, just our defense might not be there, or they're making tough shots. But we're fine. We still gonna lay our hats on defense. We're gonna get the offense together, moving the basketball. The zone's a little different. They threw a weird double team at me, and I had some costly turnovers the entire game. I gotta be better there, but we'll watch the film and just see where we can get better.
You guys trailed several times during that 7-game winning streak and ended up coming back, obviously, to win all the games. Can a loss refocus anything? Does anything come to mind when you don't actually get the results?
Yeah, even when we win. We don't want to be down the whole time and be a team that, is going to fight back and win every game. We want to have the lead and be able to win games that way, too. So we learn from our wins, and we're going to learn from this loss. We're going to look at the tape and see where we can be better. Obviously, we had some costly turnovers that landed some fast break points, and then, the transition, especially towards the end, the 2 baskets that they scored. We got to be better there, but, guys came in and stepped up big for them. Rondé at 10, Boucher, I don't know how to say his last name, 15. They made some big plays. They came in, stepped up. Obviously, that coaching staff and the guys on that team, championship, caliber team, so they're a good team, and they came in and played well tonight.
How's the shoulder felt just since the first time a couple weeks ago that it was a little sore during the game?
Yeah, it's fine.
You had a play. You had a play where you got the block, and then you kind of came up wincing. How often are you feeling it, and and when do you feel it? What kind of play are you feeling it on?
Let's try to play through it. It's really never a play I don't feel it, but if I'm going to go out there and play, I try not to let it affect my game. But just play through it, and then worry about taking care of it after the game.
The thing that you were wearing at times on the bench, is that
Just heat. Yeah.
Did you feel like the effort was there on your transition defense, or were they just beating you guys down the floor?
No, they're number one pace team in the league, and they play very fast. And so it was times where, we're crashing and, or, corner guys are not getting back. And, once they get the rebound, they have 4 guys who can get it and push it. So, and their guys are running. And, it was a little bit of effort thing where we just wasn't getting back. And we know that, and we just got to be better in that department.
How much treatment are you requiring on the shoulder?
Just enough to get it ready to play.
Anthony, do you guys feel like you mentally broke down at any point?
No. We've been a team, we've been in a situation plenty of times. A team that's been able to fight back. We had some good looks towards the end. Kuz had some, I had some, DG, we just, missed some open shots. But, we never had any mental breakdowns or got frustrated with ourselves, especially towards the end of the game. We frustrated that, that didn't, obviously those missed shots didn't lead to the loss. And it's stuff that we had to be better at. But, we're a team that's going to keep fighting.
Anthony Davis is a walking bucket, especially when his teammates aren't shooting the ball well. They go to him often in the mid-post. So much attention is drawn because of his talents tonight.